And here at Ninian Park, it's first the national anthems. Can Wales repeat their win over England at Wembley last summer? Can they win for the first time here at Cardiff since 1955, the days of Trevor Ford, John Charles and company? Well, this is the Welsh side that aims to break that sequence. Good news for Wales this morning that Aston Villa defender Leighton Phillips has kept a virus infection at bay and plays a side inspired by its captain, Terry Yorath, and interesting to see two wide men there, Carl Harris and Mike Thomas. But Wales need goals, with Alan Curtis, 33 this season for Swansea, to supply them. A young man who will be watched closely by a lot of top clubs in this home international championship. And up front with him is Phil Dwyer, a big man who's played defender and midfield for Cardiff City and about a dozen games as an attacker as well. England, meanwhile, come here without their Liverpool men and without Kevin Keegan, who's not available. Trevor Brooking and Ray Wilkins are in the midfield again, and two wide men here as well, Steve Coppell and Peter Barnes. It's the end of a perfect week for Mick Mills, who led Ipswich to victory in the Cup last week, and now for the first time, he's England's captain. And Peter Shilton is back in goal, the first time for England since that defeat against Wales at Wembley last summer. The crowd here restricted to 22,500. They've pulled down the stand behind the goal there. A big step towards making this a true international ground. A newish stand already running the length of the field on that side. The referee is Malcolm Moffat from Northern Ireland. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ron Greenwood is not on the bench, but Mike Smith is in that little tunnel place there. So away we go, the start of the home internationals. England in white attacking the goal to our right. Wales in that familiar all-red strip of theirs, and here's Mick Mills. England, who've been here and on the last 4 occasions have won. Wilkins to Greenhoff. The pitch is very hard and it's pretty bumpy. The groundsman saying that a heavy downpour of rain on Thursday night helped a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be easy. Here's Peter Shilton, who's had such a tremendous season for Nottingham Forest. A long ball forward. Latchford, in fact, the ball hit David Jones as well. Brooking trying to hustle Flynn. And Malcolm Page getting it high up and under. Dave Watson already showing his power in the air. And here's Brooking. A new short haircut, but that familiar style of his, shielding the ball well, but the back heel going to Yorath. And now for Mike Thomas. Dwyer trying to come in hard. Wilkins guiding it back. Rather frenetic opening moments, as you'd expect, with a very noisy crowd. And again, Watson getting a lot to do in these early stages. Wilkins getting a free kick for England, a foul by Terry Yorath. Wales, who finished in second place last season, 4 points and unbeaten. Trevor Brooking, with that short hairstyle that I spoke about, into the second division with West Ham, and determined to play well and keep his place, though, for England. Francis, now Coppell on his way. And the cross going too far and too wide, but Barnes will be able to pick it up. And a goal kick. No, it must have glanced off Malcolm Page, because the referee's given a corner. So a corner for England. Phil Dwyer right back there, number 10. Keeping an eye on Dave Watson, who's at the far post for England. Brooking with it, curling it in. And a good safe catch by Di Davis, who's had a very good season for Wrexham. Jones to Phillips, to Yorath. Dwyer, again, difficult to control that ball, particularly in that centre area where there's so little grass, and it is a bit bumpy. And there's Phil Dwyer now for Wales, to Alan Curtis on the far side. Dwyer's in the middle, Thomas is up as well. Harris with the cross, and just too high for Dwyer. And the ball still in play off the corner flag. Mills, Coppell. It's a Welsh throw, which Yorath will take. That's another Wales throw, yes, again for Yorath. Good running here by Leighton Phillips. Coppell, short to Francis, Coppell again. And David Jones to play it a long way back to Di Davis. While Greenhoff fell, but Watson didn't. And here's Currie. Latchford beating Jones, and Joey Jones getting it back to his keeper. Watson getting in very well there. He lost his balance and he lost his legs for a moment, but His heart was in the right place so far as England was concerned, and he got in very well to get that one into touch. In fact, off a Welshman for an English throw. Francis killing it nicely, flicking it wide for Barnes. And Francis had gone right across there, but so too had Leighton Phillips. Francis. Steve Coppell nodding it back. Latchford. Beaten by Joey Jones, but only at the expense of a corner. Joey Jones, whose last first-team game for Liverpool was back in January in the cup tie against Chelsea. Lost his place since then, but has had one game for Wales, the victory in Iran. Barnes playing it in. And Page getting it away. Mike Thomas, could be a good break this for Wales. Flynn has gone wide on the far side. Harris is up with him as well. Yora supporting beautifully. There's Flynn. Played in for Yorath. Now for Malcolm Page. Goal kick. Alan Curtis. 33 goals that helped take Swansea out of the 4th division and into the 3rd. The question mark for a lot of Swansea fans is just how long will he continue to stay with us? And he'll want to do particularly well in these next week. David Jones, good jump for Wales. Wilkins, Mills flicking it now for Coppell. That's a Welsh throw. Straight to Mills. Wilkins. Jones was in very quickly indeed. Francis. That's a nice ball to Barnes. Now will he take on Page? Well, Page stuck to him well. Francis playing it in first time. Jones, oh, he half lost that one on the bounce was against him. But Dye Davis was supporting him. Thomas of Wrexham. A chip for Alan Curtis. Well, he's left Greenhoff. Thomas. Try again. Shilton, oh, what a difficult one. That was curling and swirling from Mike Thomas. Yorath. Wilkins, good bit of play that by Ray Wilkins. Francis playing out some nice balls to both flanks, and this one to Barnes. Wilkins again, lovely ball for Peter Barnes. And across the face of that Welsh goal, here's Coppell. It's good play by Wilkins. Now it's Mills. Now Brooking, onside. Barnes is on the far side. Wales under a bit of pressure, but England not being able to do it right quite. There they have! Bob Latchford, 1-0 to England, 9 minutes gone. No chance there for Dye Davis, but every chance for Bob Latchford. The 30-goal man of Everton has got an important one for England. Peter Barnes with that delicate little cross, close-range header from Latchford, no chance for Wales, and England are ahead with 9 minutes gone. Well, Bob Latchford, he's not had totally impressive performances for England so far, but that's a good start for him and for England. Yorath. And a lot of good wing play there by England. Coppell and Barnes, and indeed Brooking as well, involved in that build-up. Now Coppell. Now Wilkins. Now Currie. Look at Wilkins, nice bit of running and well picked up by Currie. Wilkins again, and there was a lot of space ahead of him, but he tried a pass which didn't come off. Joey Jones, Alan Curtis, and here's Wilkins. Currie, beaten by David Jones. Wilkins, but robbed that time, and here come Wales with Harris. Currie, Wilkins, Brooking, flicked on and back by Francis, but for Flynn, and Currie carefully back. So the England substitutes with their physiotherapist as well. Fred Street, delighted with that start by the men in white. And Leighton Phillips just nodding in that one back to Di Davis. Curtis, but it's a handball by Greenhoff. And Flynn with it. Harris. Not quite the cross that he meant here, but it comes to David Jones. The linesman on this side, in any case, was flagging for an offside, I suspect, against Phil Dwyer. Here's David Jones. Norwich. Ray Wilkins has already made quite an influence on this midfield. He's tried to calm things down, get the game going at a more even pace. Yorth. Curtis. There's Wilkins again. And a foul by Phillips as he jumped on Francis there. A free kick to England. Currie. Barnes. Brooking. Back for Currie again. Barnes flicked on once more. Now Wales with Flynn, played for Yorth. So much in the midfield stems from Terry Yorth. Well, Joey Jones already got his socks down. And Wilkins really giving Yorth no rest, and now it's fallen for Latchford. Off Yorth. And that shot was deflected, and as well for Wales that it was. And as well for Di Davis that it was, because Latchford let that one go. And that might have been difficult. Joey Jones. Coming out because England might try a short corner, but Coppell has now moved away. It'll be a long one coming from Brooking. Curled in once more, David Jones ducking under it. Goal kick to Wales. Thomas. Jones. And Dave Watson, the long one away. Will it bounce for Francis, who was really homing in behind Leighton Phillips, should there be an awkward bounce? Currie, a spectacular fall there as he jumped all over Dwyer. And the referee says play on, but he's also having a look at Currie, and Wales are going on. England one short at the back. Barnes is now coming back on that far side to Mark Harris, and the ball out of play, and a chance for Trevor Currie to get a bit of treatment from England physio Fred Street. That really was a very awkward fall as he clashed with Dwyer. Here we go again. Certainly wasn't Dwyer's fault, but it was a nasty crack on his right arm. And Tony Currie already beginning to warm up. England, incidentally, without a defender on their bench. Tony Woodcock there, Stuart Pearson there, Paul Mariner there, but none of them are defenders. With Phil Neal and Emlyn Hughes, of course, still with Liverpool, and the England doctor there began to come out. And the stretcher is there as well for Trevor Cherry. It really was a spectacular collision, and as I say, no fault of Phil Dwyer's, but what about that? I should think it's probably right arm or shoulder in a lot of trouble. Well, that might mean the end of the season for Trevor Cherry, and Mick Mills with Ron Greenwood on the right in the light raincoat, telling Mick Mills how there needs now to be a readjustment in this England side. I think probably Ray Wilkins will drop deep. So Trevor Cherry is going off. So Tony Currie will be coming on in a moment. His fitness was in a little bit of doubt before today, and I don't think Ron Greenwood really wanted to risk him, certainly this early in the game. And I think what we should probably see is Ray Wilkins going deep. Currie getting into it straight away. Brooking, played on for Barnes. Latchford again is up there for England. No foul there. Oh, and he skinned him there, did Barnes, and Latchford's header wasn't far wide. Lovely bit of play by Barnes. Look at this, he really skinned Malcolm Page. Little toe poke almost, and Latchford beating Joey Jones in the air. That could have been number 2. In fact, what has happened at the England at the back for England is that Mick Mills has gone across to the left back position. Of course, he knows it well enough, in place of Trevor Cherry, and indeed Ray Wilkins has come into the right back position. There's Mills on the left. A free kick for Wales. Dave Watson not really getting it away, and Latchford, and here's Ray Wilkins, as you saw, in the right back position for England. Well, that might take a little bit out of the midfield, although Currie, of course, had a terrific game against Brazil. Oh, Curtis completely missed his kick there. The chance really surprisingly opened up for Alan Curtis. Barnes with a header. So Mike Smith on the right of the picture there, the Welsh manager. He's done a tremendous job here, but his team face quite a job here now. The goal scoring has not been their strong point. They've scored only 2 goals in 5 internationals this season. They're already a goal down. And on the left of Mike Smith, you saw a moment ago, was Cyril Lee, the Ipswich trainer, with the Ipswich captain on the opposite side today. Now it's Brian Flynn. Yorath, straight to Brooking. No handball. Brooking playing it for Mills. The long ball forward. Latchford is after it. Barnes is after it. And it falls for Page. after thump in the back by Watson, but the referee said no. And Mills gets it into touch. Flynn with a throw. And it's Brooking now. Coppell turning it back for Greenhoff, or rather for Currie. Flicked in again towards Coppell. Dwyer, off the referee. Brooking. And now it's Harris. Oh, good run by Harris. And a good save by Shilton. Here's Harris. Goes past Mills. And Shilton makes a Shilton-type save. Currie. Coppell. Stopped by Joey Jones. And a long way back. My word, that was a long way back. Jones the joker, but Guy Davis may not have seen the joke. Yora dinking it forward, Greenhoff with a header. Harris. Oh, he's gone past Mills again. But he can't turn it back from the byline. Goal kick to England. But a couple of little bits of play there by Harris that promise a lot for Wales. Brooking, and now Mills. Francis rather, and now it's Harris, Curtis, Flynn. Nice accurate play here by Wales. Curtis again. Oh, chance on now for Curtis. Well, he did a lot of things right, except the bit that mattered most of all. And we understand that Trevor Cherry has gone to hospital with a suspected broken shoulder. Now Currie. Mike Thomas now for Wales. England still trying to reform a little bit after that Cherry injury, and Wales taking good advantage of it, except that Yorath's pass just a little too firm for Mike Thomas. The goal scorer. And the man he beat, Latchford and Jones. Yorath, Dwyer. Watson all over him, but Dwyer did well there for Wales. Now with Page. Maybe a free kick to England, that I think a foul by Curtis on McMills. Which Brian Greenhoff takes short for Dave Watson. There was a shove in the back. Yes, good decision there by the Irish referee. Brooking with it. Chip towards Latchford, hanging in the air there almost. Currie now, can he take it up? Short there for Watson. Coppell trying to nick in there, but a lot of red shirts are around the place, and it's Yorath who gets it wide here now for Harris. Yorath, Flynn, but hitting it off Brooking, and Page has gone right forward. They're a little bit short there at the moment, and here's Coppell. Stopped though by David Jones unfairly, free kick to England. Brooking again with it, played in this time for Wilkins. Back for Barnes. Mills. Not a very good pass by Mills. And a foul on the back of Harris, giving Wales the free kick. In fact, Mick Mills has looked less happy on that side of the field, where he plays so often, than he did in the opening part of the game when he was on the right-hand side of the field. Here's Joey Jones for Wales. To Mike Thomas. Out of the third division into the international arena, and look how well he's doing it. That's an interesting cross, just a little too long though. Had a great season for Wrexham, helping to take them out of the third division into the second, and he's shown already that he's not in the least bit overawed stepping into the international arena. So Mike Thomas. And twice Peter Shilton's he's tried to steal half a yard or so with the goal kick taken outside the 6-yard area. So now it's Wilkins, good play. And again, that was and the referee having a quick word with Yorath. That wasn't a very pleasant challenge by Yorath, and that wasn't a very good pass by Ray Wilkins either, but it comes now for Coppell. Okay. Wilkins, Currie, played back with skill there, came at a difficult angle for Tony Currie. Wilkins chipping it on again, and Leighton Phillips back to Davis. Coming after half an hour now, England leading 1-0. Dwyer's backward header. Pushed by Joey Jones on Coppell. Jones not happy with the Irish referee's decision. And England's free kick. Leighton Phillips in quickly. Mike Thomas, a nicely guided header that time for Yorath. Played on this time for Curtis. And Brooking's right back there. Mills guiding it back for Shilton. Kick to England, a foul by Leighton Phillips. So Trevor Francis is right up there on the edge of the Welsh area, watched by Leighton Phillips. Currie and Brooking over this free kick. It now falls for Ray Wilkins, now for Tony Currie. He's got a chance to have a dip himself, but it hits Page. Watson right in there. What a good ball there. One for Peter Barnes now to measure up his cross, played in towards the near post, and Leighton Phillips in fact getting in the way of Di Davis, but getting it away for an English corner, which Brooking again will take. Latchford at the near post, and so is Joey Jones. Mills letting it run, and Mariner warming up for England. Currie, see Mariner in the background there warming up as Brooking now takes it on for England. Latchford. Mills. Currie. Wilkins. Francis. Well, a shot out of the blue. Well, Paul Mariner sat down again. That was an interesting shot, though, by Trevor Francis out of the blue, and I don't think there could have been much in it. Greenhoff back to Peter Shilton. Well, I wonder when Paul Mariner comes on, who it'll be going off. He's a forward. Does it mean that Ron Greenwood is going to play another forward? And can't quite see who he can take off, though. Brooking. Header only reaching Yorath. What a bad ball by Yorath, straight to Tony Currie. Dwyer. Well, a good turn there, and it lost Watson. Harris. It's a nice little cross, and Wilkins heading it behind for the corner. To the applause of the English defence. Mike Thomas was just behind him. And here's the corner. Hit very low there and straight to Coppell. Yorath, though, getting in quickly. Good bit of play by him. Now Wales wanting a good cross from Thomas, and they've got it. Dwyer at the far side. But straight in the arms of Peter Shilton. And Yorath is down, injured. There's the cross. Good jump by Dwyer, that, but never a problem for Shilton. But this could be a problem for Wales, as Coppell takes it up. A deep cross, Latchford on the far side, and Barnes. Barnes dinking it in first time, that was well done. It'll come for Currie. And still at the other end of the field, the Welsh captain is down injured. Peter Shilton coming to see what it is, and so too is Cyril Lee. And Paul Mariner is coming on. And in fact, it's Bob Latchford who's going off. You can only think that Bob, who is now going down the tunnel, must have got a knock. The man who scored the goal after 9 minutes. Yorath in trouble, and Mariner, number 20, is on for England. The man who had such a tremendous cup final for Ipswich a week ago today. Number 20, because each home international squad has been given numbers 1 to 20, and they'll wear those throughout this home international week. David Jones and an almost recovered Terry Yorath, and the game underway again with about 11 minutes to go to half-time. A foul by Watson on Dwyer. So from behind Peter Shilton's goal, Yorath and Flynn are over the ball. Francis and Brooking are there. Flynn chipping it towards Curtis, and Currie getting it away now for Barnes, treading on the ball. Oh. And Brooking helping on its way. Francis is in the middle if Barnes can spot him, but he didn't spot him quickly enough. Brooking winning a good challenge there for England. and it's a corner. Yorath with a slightly pulled calf muscle, which won't be good news. You don't get rid of those that easily, as Brooking takes this corner for England. Barnes looking for a half an inch to get in a shot, and Joey Jones getting it away for Wales. My apologies, it's not Yorath with a pulled calf muscle, it's Bob Latchford who's gone off, who we understand has got the pulled calf muscle. Coppell. Mariner, Coppell. Wilkins hitting across there towards Mariner. He went diving in there, but Jones got it away bravely. And here's Carl Harris now for Wales. And a shot, and it deflected, and it could so easily have gone in. But to England's relief, it went wide. This young man's having a fine game for Wales. Carl Harris, a good shot, deflecting off Dave Watson and behind for the corner. So Mike Thomas with the corner, now with Malcolm Page. Thomas again. Oh, and that could so easily have gone in as well. Shilton only just able to push it out. And now England on the break. Francis to Barnes. Currie is up and Coppell is up. And so too was Joey Jones getting back. Now it's Francis. A little chip towards the near post. Coppell turning it on. Oh, and somehow Wales kept it out as Barnes went in. Good work by Di Davis. A brilliant piece of play, a lovely cross. Coppell just getting to it. And Barnes also, and Di Davis performing wonders for Wales. So it's a corner for England, which Trevor Brooking will take. And Watson very nearly got a powerful header in there, just flicking off the top of his head, though, for a goal kick for Wales. Watson, Yorath, Wilkins, and a good piece of play by Francis, and Brooking's pass, in fact, finding Mariner offside. The ball moving as Leighton Phillips took that free kick. Joey Jones reversing it here for Thomas. Curtis. Out of play, throw to Wales. About 6 minutes to half time now. And Curtis finding Yorath. And that'll go through to Shilton. Barnes. And Jones turning to face Coppell and beat him. Brooking ducking in, and Jones was far too high. That was a rash challenge there by the Welsh number 3 on Trevor Brooking. And England with the free kick already taken by Greenhoff. Brooking. Good play. What a nice ball there. Beautiful angle there. Finding Barnes. And Page back to his keeper. Jones to Thomas. Coppell. Currie had a fine match against the Brazilians. Coppell's backward header finding Mariner. Thomas. Looking there for England. Finding Wilkins with a nice bit of skill. Now for Currie. Francis calling for it and getting it. Now will he attack him? Oh, he's still got Currie to help him and Wilkins. Oh, nicely played in there by Wilkins for Francis. And across the face of the goal, and Barnes, in fact, can't get to it to any effect, and it's a goal kick. Not a very good kick there by Davis. And it's with Currie now, put away by Coppell. Well, he got to the byline, but he couldn't pull it back in the way he wanted to, Currie. Goal kick. Greenhoff, almost put England into trouble. Well, Watson's long legs got them out of it. It's Mills. Dave Watson here. Francis going in, but straight through to Davis. Phil Dwyer. And a foul by Watson. In fact, he misread it completely. Nothing malicious about it, but he was charging all over the Welshman. Yarth with the free kick. A bit of space here for Mike Thomas. Cross to the far side towards Dwyer. Mills' his header and Brookings. Flynn now short for Yarth again. Played wide and well for Thomas and hit in first time. And behind for an English goal kick. Well, it's been a good day for the New England skipper so far. England leading by a 1-0 with about a minute and a half to go to half-time. His Ipswich teammate Paul Mariner. Flynn. Watson, what a good jump. Flynn, the little man, up well. A good jump again by Watson. Mills, oh! Mills put himself into trouble. And the feet were high, dangerous play, and it's a free kick. So can Wales retrieve something right on half-time? Little Brian Flynn will take the free kick. Dwyer and David Jones are up there. That's no problem for Shilton. He's been taking those all season. Watson's there. shuffle there, but Wales have stuck with him, and Page and Flynn between them might get the better of him. In fact, it's a free kick for England. Probably handball there by Malcolm Page as he was lying on the ground. Here's Brooking for England. Coppell. Towards Paul Mariner. Coppell was right in there. Can Brooking turn this back? Wilkins hitting an early one in there towards the near post, but he had to take it quickly. But Wilkins has had a very good first half. First in the midfield and now pressed into service on the right-hand side of the back four, with Trevor Cherry off with a suspected broken shoulder. And again, Watson leaping all over Phil Dwyer. Curtis and Greenhoff having a little rough and tumble on the edge of that box, and the referee spotted it and they stopped straight away while they were waiting for that free kick. And a foul by Mick Mills. An obstruction, giving a free kick for Wales right on half-time. England leading by 1-0. Malcolm Page with the free kick for Wales. They've got all the big men up there. Shilton under pressure. Oh my word, and it's not away yet. Thomas again dinking it in, and behind for the corner. And England, and particularly Peter Shilton, were in trouble there. The cross coming in. And it's a corner again for England. Or rather for Wales, and punched away. And a goal! No. The whistle had gone. All the excitement right on half-time. Carl Harris's shot won't count. The whistle had already gone for an offside. Shilton pushing it out. It must have been a foul on Peter Shilton. No goal. So England still lead by a goal to nil as the referee checks with both his linesmen and blows the half-time whistle. Mick Mills, a successful afternoon so far for the New England captain, with a goal by Bob Latchford, who's since gone off with a pulled calf muscle. The goal by Latchford after 9 minutes, separating those two sides. So let's take a break then from Ninian Park, Cardiff, with a half-time score here in the home international game. Wales 0, England 1, and we'll be right back with the second half.